We know what you're thinking. Investing? Not for me, nah. You probably think it needs big bucks, don't you? Chill out, Jeff Bezos Jr. Investing can be a lot like gambling, but with better odds and fewer card sharks. With just $1,000, you can start your journey to becoming a savvy investor in no time. Sounds too good to be true? Welcome to the Golden Touch. And get ready to learn how to turn your spare change into serious cash with our step-by-step guide on investing your first $1,000. Step 1. Start ASAP. Don't listen to boomers. One of the best ways to get good returns on your money is to invest when you're young. A lot of youngsters worry if they can start out with not much cash. Let us tell you today, yes, you can. Thanks to compound earnings, your financial returns will start to generate their own return and your account amount will rack up over time. Due to low or no transaction minimums, zero commissions, and fractional shares, investing with smaller sums of money is now easier than ever. Many investments, including mutual funds, exchange-traded funds, and index funds, are readily available for comparatively small sums. If you're worried that your contribution won't be enough, concentrate on what feels manageable in light of your objectives and financial situation. To avoid making a decision you'll regret later, you must be aware of the degree of risk associated with your investments before you begin investing. A higher risk appetite results in larger gains and losses, whereas a lower risk appetite produces smaller returns that are probably more steady and consistent over time. So, $1,000 is a fairly good starting amount because it can be used to invest in many different things, from bonds to cryptocurrencies. Make a regular donation to your investments, whether it's $1,000 all at once or $50 per month. Investing early gives you decades to ride out the market's ups and downs, as well as decades for your money to expand. Start right away, even if you have to do so slowly. Step 2. Open an investment account. Can't start until you have an account, right? If the goal of your investment is a comfortable retirement, you can go for an individual retirement account, also known as an IRA. But know this, retirement accounts are intended to be used for retirement and have limitations on when and how you can withdraw your money, which should be avoided if you're investing for another purpose. Yup, no treat yourself allowed here. Alternatively, think about opening a taxable brokerage account that allows withdrawals at any time with no extra tax or penalty. The possible return from investing in a retirement account is among the highest out there. If you choose a traditional IRA and fall within the salary restrictions, you can deduct any income taxes you would otherwise pay on that $1,000. Taxes on your profits can also be put off for as long as 20 years. Bonuses can also make things more enticing. This tactic can be combined with the aforementioned account opening incentive. And if you earn less than $43,500 in 2023 and file jointly with a spouse or as an individual, you may be eligible for the little-known Savers Credit, which provides a tax credit of up to 50%. Depending on your income, even if you make more than these thresholds, you might still be eligible for credits worth 10 or 20%. It's one of the best and simplest returns you'll discover, and it comes with no risk to you. Step 3. Manage your debt. Almost always, the least glamorous but essential response to the question, how should I invest $1,000, should be to pay off any debt you may be carrying. Sorry, not sorry, folks. Consider the possibility that you could be spending 30% interest on a high-interest credit card, even though you may never find an investment that pays 30% in returns annually. High interest rates will quickly push you deeper into debt and reduce your capacity to save, spend, and amass wealth. Even though paying off debt may not seem like the most glamorous $1,000 spent, doing so will bring you one step closer to achieving your financial security and freedom. Oh, and even if $1,000 may not be enough to pay off all of your debt, doing so gradually should be your top goal if you want to create lasting wealth. It's all about discipline. Oh, and here's a life hack for investing. If you're debt-free, first of all, congratulations. But also, don't celebrate just yet. Build an emergency reserve and give it top priority. An emergency fund can give you peace of mind and keep you from having to use your credit card to pay for unforeseen expenses, such as replacing your car's engine or a sudden medical emergency. Are you liking our tips and tricks so far? Make sure to drop a like and subscribe for more investment hacks. Step 4. Choose your strategy. Now, your investment strategy is based on the amount of money you need to save in order to achieve your goals, as well as your time frame. Almost all of your savings can be invested in stocks if your objective is something like retirement, which is more than 20 years away. But selective individual stocks can be difficult and time-consuming. For this reason, for the majority of investors, the best method to invest in stocks is through inexpensive stock mutual funds, index funds, or ETFs. The risk associated with stocks makes it better to keep your money secure in an online savings account, cash management account, a low-risk investment portfolio if you're saving for a short-term goal and will need the money in less than 5 years. Confused? Step 5. Go for a robo-investor. Are you hesitating in making your own investments? You can delegate all the labor-intensive tasks to a robo-advisor. Yup, it's 2023 and you can do that without a sweat. Based on your risk tolerance and when you need the money, the robo-advisor can choose a portfolio using the same guidelines as a human advisor. It's an investment management tool that creates and manages your investment portfolio using computer algorithms. Low-cost ETFs and index funds will make up a significant portion of the portfolios created by robo-investors. They allow you to get started fast because they have low cost and low or no minimums. More on that ahead. For portfolio administration, robo-investors demand a small fee of typically 0.25% of your account balance. The best robo-advisors offer strong cash management accounts with a ton of features, as well as calculators and other tools to help you comprehend how quickly your money can grow. Plus, the majority of accounts allow you to start out without any funds, and opening one only takes a few minutes. Step 6. Where to invest? First things first, stop trying to beat the market. You're not Jeff Bezos. Many newbie investors discover the hard way that straightforward investment approaches are frequently more effective and manageable. Sure, some passion and risk-taking is good, but don't go full delusional. By choosing a simple approach right away, you can save yourself time, effort, and unnecessary stress. The best option is to invest in low-cost index funds that follow the entire US and entire global stock markets. Purchasing an index fund based on the S&P's 500 index, a collection of roughly 500 of America's most prosperous businesses, is at the top of our list. Over time, its generated returns have averaged around 10%, allowing you to double your money in just over 7 years. It's a great choice for beginner investors like you, because it gives instant diversification, which lowers risk, and you'll get to own some of the best corporations in the world. Oh, renowned investor Warren Buffett swears by it. Purchasing and holding an S&P 500 fund was the best course of action for this guy. Could you be next? You could also invest in about 10,000 companies around the globe using just these two vehicles while only paying fees of less than 0.1%. Add a low-cost bond index fund to the blend to lower risk. You shouldn't lock your money up in a bigger investment like a stock if you need access to it in less than a few years because the stock market could be down significantly at that time. Choose a super safe alternative instead, like a high-yield savings account. The top yields in the nation are simple to discover, and these accounts are currently giving some of the highest returns in years. Most online banks provide high-yield savings accounts, and if you ever need the money, you can get it right away. You might consider putting $1,000 in an exchange-traded fund, or ETF, if this is your first time investing. ETFs are a user-friendly substitute for conventional mutual funds that offer access to a variety of asset types within a single fund by combining stocks, bonds, and other securities. ETFs are an affordable option because they provide a cheap way to immediately diversify your portfolio across a range of investments, and many of them have low or no investment fees. Make sure you do your research on any ETFs you're thinking about choosing so you're familiar with their assets, expenses, and fees. The bottom line. So, even though $1,000 may not seem like much to you right now, don't underestimate where it can take you. It's a long road to financial flexibility that can be paid with even a modest initial investment. With your long-term objectives in mind, put that money to work and keep adding to it as often as you can. Happy investing! Let us know in the comments when you aim to start with your $1,000. See you around!